Questions?
Can you just talk about that defensive effort and just kind of smothering them from the start and not really letting them get anything going?
Yeah, I thought our defense was very good today. You know, if you play a team like that where they have so many good shooters, and you know, I told the guys, you know, that to go through a game and only allow them to get off 17 threes is a big deal. I forget the fact that they only made 3, but the fact that they only took 17 and something that they're good at doing, something they try to do. You know, I thought our guys were pretty attentive. Our closeouts were good. And then we did a good job of protecting the three-point line, but not staying spread out. So on penetration, they just had clear pass. So the guys worked. I think Jason set the tone with that right from the beginning, and it was consistent with that throughout the game. I thought Henry did a good job defending Cooley because he makes you work. It's hard to guard him. You have to. You know, Henry's gonna sleep well tonight. You guard him, you're tired. You're tired from guard him. And so I thought those two on senior night got us going with their defense.
Can you talk about them maybe using some of that emotion? I heard Jason on TV say it was emotional to start, kind of channeling it into, you know, a very strong performance.
He probably should talk about that instead of me, but I think we went into this understanding how well we had to play defensively to win. Because if you relax a little bit, they score. They score, and so many. I mean, they have multiple people that can score. And I think that you know, just as we prepare for this, that's all we talk about. We have to have a good effort defensively. So you're right, the focus was there.
I mean, that's 2 straight games you guys have put together a solid defensive performance. You feel like that over that stretch, the emphasis on that end of the floor has been the tentative, the emphasis has been what you want.
It has been. I mean, it has been, and that's following. And you don't want to keep going back to it, but that's following a very poor performance at Seton Hall. But I mean, we've said all year, we defend, and if we rebound, we'll score enough points to win.
How hard is it to get them off of their pace? They're not slow, but they're methodical. It seems like
they're slow. And I mean, I don't mean the personnel. I mean the pace at which they play. I mean, you know, they call it the burn offense. They're burning the clock. You know, and so what they do is we discussed this a lot. You have to guard for 35 seconds. You know, I told our team as we prepared for this game, they score with under 7 seconds left in the shot clock better than any team in the country. And so what they do, they get you chasing, and then they attack. And they're banking on the fact that you don't want to stick to your principles. You don't want to guard for the full shot clock. And so I think our guys were very good at, okay, the whole possession we have to defend, and then we have to go get the rebound. Because they hurt you with it. You guard them for 30 seconds, they bang a 3. You guard them for 31 seconds, they miss, they get a rebound. And so I think our guys, did a good job of just paying attention to all that.
At the end of the first half, Henry had a hand in 10 consecutive points. He either scored them or he set them up with a really nice pass. Can you just talk about that stretch right there, and like, that sent you into halftime with a 10-point, with a pretty strong 10-point lead?
You remember that?
I counted it up.
I don't remember. That's what Henry has done all year. That's what we need him to do. You know, just trying the balance between when is it his turn to score and when is it his turn to get his teammates a shot. And for most of the year, with a few glaring exceptions, but for most of the year, I think he's been very good at that balance of when is it my turn and when is something else open for someone else. So I honestly don't remember that phase, you know, because in my head it's are we scoring or are we getting stops? Not what's Henry doing or what's Jason doing or what's this other kid doing. And so, you know, that was a good run for us.
Were you pleased with the inside-out play? I mean, you were able to pound it into Henry, and then you were also able to drive and kick it out to Greg, who had some good looks.
Yeah, I think we wanted to do that. I think the way that they defend, a lot of times, you end up taking as many threes as they do, just passing around the perimeter and taking threes. But we wanted to make sure we got it in and got it back out. And you know, our guys were good today. I mean, there's no other way to put it. We were good today. We have to keep that going.
Can you talk about being in the driver's seat going into the Marquette game in terms of getting the double bye now? It's pretty much in your hands with this one tonight.
Honestly, I don't know where we stand. I mean, I know we're up there. We got to go beat Marquette.
Fair enough.
What significance is there, though, to getting that double bye?
That means we beat Marquette. the last game of the year. I mean, we could, my answer's the same. I'm not trying to, I mean, I guess I am trying to be coy, but not trying to be smart aleck. Like, forget all that. We got to win our next game. Forget all that. We have to prepare for our next game. And then after that, you have to prepare for the next game. And if you start thinking about double buys, single buys, seedings, this, that, and the other, you forget to prepare for the next game. And so we have to go and spend the next couple of days and put all of our energy in trying to see if we can find a way to beat a very tough Marquette team, a terrific Marquette team on their home court.
Can you talk about Greg's emergence recently as more of a scorer? I know from the beginning of the season you've talked about how one day he will be a scorer for you guys.
Yeah, well, he forgot that we still need him to rebound. Because you look at this little stat sheet here, Whittington, 1 rebound. Okay, so he fell in love with his shooting today and forgot to do everything else, right? Okay. No, but Greg, I've said this, I know this, our team knows this, he knows this. Greg's a scorer. And so, you know, you go through this year, he's a freshman, he's kind of getting his feet wet, getting adjusted, and hasn't scored yet like he can. That today is in spite of what the year has shown, is what we see every day. Is what we see every day. So I don't think that his performance today was a surprise to anyone in our locker room. The rebounding part today was what he usually does rebound.
Your thoughts on Markel's performance after sitting on last game, and what changed for you that you decided to play him this time?
I just decided to play him, and I thought he was fine.
Coach, talk about your emotions hugging your seniors as they left the floor.
You know, it can be difficult. You know, 4 years goes by fast. You know, 4 years goes by really fast, and these guys, you know, in a couple weeks or a couple months are going to graduate. You know, both of these guys, I think, are going to be playing basketball for a very long time. You know, but this is the last time they get a chance to do it in this building. We're in Georgetown, and so you know, it's a special day for them. You know, I remember my last home game many moons ago, but I remember it very well, and I'm sure they will remember tonight for the rest of their lives.
Questions for the players?
No?
Jason, I asked the same question to Coach. Can you just talk about, you know, all of the emotion out there with your, you know, your family and your AAU coach, and then being able to you know, channel that into your performance tonight?
I think I just, you know, try not to focus on that, you know, focus on the game. I knew my family always had my back. They're always going to be there for me. So, you know, tonight wasn't different. You know, they always have my back. They're always cheering for me. So, you know, I just try to focus on the game as much as I could.
What have you seen defensively in the last 2 games from your team, and is this the kind of tone that you feel like you guys need to set going into postseason?
This is definitely how we can play defense. This is what we've been striving for. You know, we had some games in the past where we played defense like this. So I think we play defense like this every single game. We should be a very good team.
What do you think has kind of led to these back-to-back performances of that?
A tough loss, an embarrassing loss. You know, we knew that we needed to step up our defensive intensity.
Jason, you guys going in, you guys know that they like to shoot the 3. How did that, you know, sort of affect your strategy out there and making sure that they aren't able to get good looks?
Just guarding the 3-point line hard. You know, communicating, know where the shooters are at all times. You know, they put 4 shooters on the court at a time, so you know we have to stay attentive to that where everybody is at all times.
Jason, Coach Bray was saying how tough you guys are to face because you're so unique offensively with Henry being essentially the focal point of the offense in the middle. How tough are you guys when he's able to establish position? You guys are sort of work.
We're very good. We're very good when he plays well. You know, when he's very good at finding, you know, everybody on the court. And he's good at knowing, you know, when it's time to score.
How was it just to be out there? You guys have been through 4 years together, to be out there and to have for both of you to have a game like you did tonight.
That was very big for us. You know, I think we both, you know, we talked about it before. We wanted to leave with a bang. You know, so we didn't want to go out with a loss. You know, we wanted to do our best on the court. You know, for our team to win.
This year was kind of pegged as a rebuilding year for you guys. Did you guys take it personally?
Excuse me, what's your name?
Oh, hey. As seniors, did you take it personally? Initially, it was like,
Like that.
Coach, come on, I'm asking a serious question. Did you take it personal as seniors leading the way?
No, definitely, because we knew that we, you know, coming into since day one, you know, we were the only people that got to see what we were capable of. So, you know, when everybody was doubting us, we took it personal. We did everything we could every single day to get better.
So go next ball.
Greg, can you talk about your outshot shooting today, and were you feeling good out there?
It was because of Sims. Sims was having the defense closing on him, like Coach said, go inside out, and shots was there, and Coach just said bang. I did.
Henry, I guess it could be argued this is maybe your most dominant win. I mean, start to finish, you guys were in control. Did you feel this might be your best win in Big East play?
I guess, we haven't had the last two games, been ending the game with comfortable lead. So,
yeah.
As far as I can remember, these last two games have been probably defensively the best game we've played.
And your performance tonight, can you just kind of describe how you played? You had the 5 assists, you had the really nice pass to, I think it was Greg. You just talk about your performance.
My performance is based on my teammates. Like you said, I'm passing the ball, they got to catch it, they got to finish. So, my performance is based on how they play.
Can you talk about taking away Cooley? I mean, he only had 5 shots, and he was pretty much a non-factor. Just talk about defending him.
Like Coach said, he's a big kid. He makes you tired when you guard him. He definitely did that tonight. But I just had to work. Every play they're looking for him. Every play he's looking to get the ball. So I had to continuously work.
Henry, what was going through your mind as you left the Verizon floor for the last time in blue and gray?
How we won. That was the biggest thing. Aside from the family, it was good to see a lot of family members I haven't seen in a long time. But other than that, happy that we left out here with a win.
Do you like where you guys are, and just in terms of being able to determine your own destiny, to be able to determine where you guys are going to finish in the Big East?
If we play defense like we have the last couple games, got to be happy with that. Offense with us is going to come. Defensively, as long as we play the way we've been playing the last 2 games, we're going to be a pretty tough team to beat.
Anything else? Thank you.